Hello and welcome back to another video to the YouTube channel. I was not going to have a video for Saturday, but I decided to make this one because I watched Southampton versus West Brom yesterday. I've been discussing it on Twitter a couple of times. So today we're talking about Flynn Downs. Now before we get into the video, make sure to like the video and make sure to subscribe. We are so close to 300 subscribers. We are literally 3 subscribers away. And we're trying to get to 500 before the end of the year. I'm going to keep saying it until we hear it. And thank you to everyone that joined the streams with LB and Big Steve. Both of the respective streams you can go and check out on the channel as well if you missed out the Manchester City previews. But yeah, I'm trying to do daily uploads, at least a stream or an upload a day. Tomorrow, I'll be live streaming the match reaction to the Man City game as well because there should be some Arsenal tiers that feature in that. But let's get into the full video. And the reason why I'm talking about Flynn Downs today is because I watch Southampton quite a bit when they're on Sky in the Championship. I like to watch my Championship football. Whenever there's no Premier League game on, I will stick on a Championship game. And sometimes, depending on the 12 o'clock kickoffs, because sometimes they clash as well, I will also stick on a Championship game. But some of my favourite games of the year is also the playoffs. I like watching Championship playoffs. Funny enough, the first legs, they were both 0-0, and now it's Leeds versus Southampton in the final. Now, obviously, there's been some quotes from Russell Martin. There's been some quotes from Flynn Downs as well. Flynn Downs has expressed he wouldn't mind staying at Southampton. And Russell Martin, I'm pretty sure, I might have misread the quote, but I'm pretty sure Russell Martin said it would be hard to buy him if they didn't get promoted. Now, here's my thing. Flynn Downs signed under David Moyes. We hijacked him from the Crystal Palace move. He probably would have been better off signing for Crystal Palace, but then they might not have signed Adam Wharton, even though they're different types of midfielders. They might not have got Jefferson Lerma on a free, maybe. We hijacked that move. Now, what should have happened is that he should have been integrated the squad alongside Declan Rice. Despite the fact that they're both pretty much number 6s, it would have been better. He would have been better on the ball compared to Souček. Flynn Downs, Rice, Paquetá midfield is there. I was expressing in that season a lot that maybe Lanzini should get more games as well. So even one of those 4 midfielders should have played. Now, when I saw Ward-Prowse coming in and Flynn Downs going out, I was like, just keep them both. Just get them both. Like, just keep Downs and get Ward-Prowse in. But Moyes doesn't like to play players or give them a chance. So Flynn Downs never got a chance. And a few games that Flynn Downs played, if he would make a mistake, they'll be like, this is why Moyes doesn't play him and all that. And there's a load of nonsense that these fans do where they don't give a player a chance just because of what they think about the manager. Now, he went out on loan to Southampton and shock, he's doing well in the Championship. The guy is too good for the Championship. We've seen him in the Championship before with Swansea. Now, I didn't watch him at Swansea, but a lot of people did, and they said he was already too good for the Championship. Crystal Palace wanted him for a reason. And Dougie Freeman doesn't get his recruitment wrong that often. So, I think we need to give him a chance. And a lot of people have been debating this, whether we take an offer from him. Well, I get when people say we need to take a 20 million offer. But here are my main 2 reasons. I see enough quality in Flynn Downs for him to push Edson Alvarez for a start. That's one of my first reasons. But the second reason I have is if you look in the summer and you look at the fact that there's a lot of rumours that we might be trying to get business done early. There's a lot of news about players leaving. There's a lot of news about we're trying to rebuild the squad and stuff. The number 6 position shouldn't be a position that we need to spend money on. Because if we was to sell Flynn Downs, we would have one number 6. We would have one defensive midfield player. Because we know Souček and Ward-Prowse are not defensive midfield players. They are box-to-box players at best. But Alvarez, when he plays, he keeps the team balanced. Now, if Alvarez was to get injured or suspended for a game and Flynn Downs was to come in, then it would be really good. But let me extend on the fact that we need, I'm assuming Fabianski will stay. I'm assuming it will trigger his extension again, because I don't see us trying to go for a backup goalkeeper. We need a right back. We need a left back. A left back to compete with Emerson and a starting right back, because Johnson's leaving, Kera's gone, and Sufal's not good enough. Centre backs, we need at least two. At least two. And I'm saying at least. Because Ogbonna is leaving, and he wouldn't have been good enough anyway. Zuma's done. Again, there's question marks, and Mavropanos has question marks, even though I believe that if there's anyone to benefit out of the centre-backs under Lopetegui, if he was to play some possession football, it'll be Mavropanos. There's some new... I read from Fabrizio Romano today about Calvin Phillips. He's tweeted this a couple of times about West Ham won't pursue him on a permanent deal. I think we all knew that. But he said there's other plans in midfield. So it looks like we're trying to get midfielders anyway. So hopefully we get another number 8. Now, I think Ward-Prowse in a possession-based team would actually do quite well. Because, again, I reiterate this. I watched him under Ralph Hasenhüttl, him alongside Oriol Romeu, and I think he's fun. Actually, I might do a video on it if you guys want it. I might do a video on James Ward-Prowse again, on why I think he's not that bad. But then again, I also did a player analysis video during the last international break, so if you want to go and watch that, go and watch that. I did a video on Ward-Prowse. I did a video on a few West Ham United footballers. But Ward-Prowse is a person that I think can benefit from possession-based football. For me, it'll be Suchek. I don't care if he signed a new contract last year. The guy's not good enough, and he shouldn't play, and he shouldn't still be here. I shouldn't have to put up with another season on Thomas Suchek. I don't care how much people love him because he's a passion merchant and he loves the club and stuff. I appreciate you loving the club, but you're not good enough. I'm not here for sentiment. I'm here for good players that I actually want to see play for my club. I want a midfielder that can pass 5 yards at least as well. Just my opinion. Now, let's say Paquetá goes. Kudus would be the only number 10 at the club, and he would also be the right winger option to Jarrod Bowen. So whether you think about signing a right winger or not, forget that if you think that Bowen and Kudus are the right winger options, and they can fill in for each other. But Kudus would be depth for 2 positions, which is right wing and the attacking midfield. But that would still mean that we need another number 10 if Paquetá goes. That's another position that needs to be there, a creative midfielder, whether that's playing in a 4-3-3 in an 8 or playing in a 4-2-3-1 in a 10. We're probably not going to play 4-2-3-1. And I think we need to change formation completely, like in terms of just play 4-3-3, just so these players aren't used to playing this 4-2-3-1 stuff now. It could be a 4-2-3-1 under a different system. It could be a 4-2-3-1 that's a bit more fluid. But a lot of these players are used to playing 4-2-3-1 where we just knock the ball long down the channels and we sit back. So maybe they might be too used to that if they were in a 4-2-3-1 already. Now, striker, obviously, we say this every year. Striker is another position where we need to sign. Danny Ings needs to go. Nothing against him. He's not a bad player, but the signing shouldn't have happened in the first place. I do think it's going to be hard to sell him just because of the wages that he's on. And also he's a homegrown option and we struggle for homegrown options. So maybe the manager might like him. Maybe the manager might find a way to suit him. But this guy's 30 years old now. He's not the same Danny Ings. Keep Antonio. And maybe bring through... Maybe Mubama probably won't sign a new contract, but maybe you might want to bring through a Callum Marshall who never got a chance at West Brom. Funny enough, a team that lost to Southampton yesterday. Left wing is a big one because even I don't want Ben Rahman to come back and just get a spot back in. Him and Cornet cannot be the only options at left wing. It has to be Cornet and someone new. Just my opinion. So with all those positions that we need, Flynn Downs as the number 6, just bring them through. We wouldn't have to spend any money and that'll be a position done. Then we can focus on other positions, such as centre-back, which is a major one. Striker's a major one. An attacking midfielder is a major one. A box-to-box midfielder, wingers. Their big rebuild needs to be done. In nearly every position. I've literally just gone through this in the video. I've gone through this in other videos as well. Where we need to rebuild in pretty much every position. Like, it's a very aging squad. And I promise you, I will do a stream on why West Ham needs to rebuild. Maybe next week, maybe the week after. I'll see what I can do. And that's why Flynn Downs needs to stay at West Ham. But we need to convince him to stay. And he actually might like the new manager. He might like playing under a different manager because David Moyes is not there anymore. David Moyes is the one that signed him, but David Moyes is also the one that didn't give him a chance either. This was a guy who was signed under the 6 or 7 or 8 players in that transfer window that was meant for us to play possession-based football, to play attacking football, to play through the lines and stuff, but he never got a chance. There was a period of time where he was playing the cup games and the Europa Conference League games in the number 10. Flynn Dowson on number 10. He played on the right wing at Liverpool and at Anfield. I didn't get that tactic either. But anyway, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. The email for the inquiries. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. So close to 300, so subscribe now. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.